This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in the previous session, we saw how to do the posting a document in Fika directly, and also depending on our customization, how document will be posted into Fika by doing the account determination, and thereby the reconciliation account is posted, the content account is debited, reconciliation account is debited, energy account or the revenue account is credited, and the tax account also posted. Then from Fika, we close the reconciliation key and then we transfer the data to financial accounting. So the reconciliation key is important here because using which you can post the document into Fika, and that is a basis on which you know how many Fika documents you have posted in a day, and those documents can be closed once for the day the posting is complete. So system will automatically do consolidation of the values for the GL account, the aggregation, and then these aggregated values will be manually posted into financial accounting, and thereby an accounting document is posted. This happens for any process what we do in in the Fika. Whenever Fika is the environment, we cannot directly post the data to financial accounting. It has to go through Fika, and from Fika we consolidate data and then post into financial accounting. Now,
I have a question though.
yeah, please.
With the reconciliation key, does that, okay, if it's closed every day, does that mean we have to create the reconciliation key every day that, before the business day starts?
Yes, yes,
Or
yes, yes, yes.
okay.
That's right. Now, actually, there are two ways to it. One is there are some process where we have to create reconciliation key in advance, recon key in advance, and then give it to user. That is one part of it. Otherwise, there are some process where we don't have to create a reconciliation key. The system will automatically create a reconciliation key. Now, if you are doing a single Fika document, okay, I'm posting a single Fika document, which I have done last time, or suppose I'm preparing a single invoice in the ISU and I'm posting the invoice to financial accounting. In that case, the reconciliation key we have to prepare and then give it to system. Okay. But otherwise, the suppose you are doing mass processing, I'm preparing n number of invoices at a time in the ISU and then posting. In that case, we don't have to prepare the reconciliation key. System will prepare the reconciliation key. Suppose I'm preparing mass processing invoices for 30,000 content accounts. Okay. Thereby, 30,000 invoices will be created in the background. And here the system will create the reconciliation key by itself. Okay. The reconciliation key is created by system. And these 30,000 invoices will be posted to 30,000 Fika documents. And system will automatically close the reconciliation key. Okay. Not only it will post to Fika, it will also keep the reconciliation key closed by itself. So the data is already set, what you call the aggregated, and you transfer the data to financial accounting. That means there are some processes where we don't have to create a reconciliation key. Rather, system will create by itself. Okay, but then it will also close the reconciliation key and then keep the data aggregated or accumulated for each GL account, and then we simply have to transfer data to financial accounting. So these are the possibilities. But if for every process, if you want system to generate a reconciliation key by itself, system itself, it is possible. But you see what happens for single transaction, there's no point in creating n number of reconciliation key in a day. Okay, so it is better we create manually one reconciliation key, give it to user, so that throughout the day, if they are posting anything manually, single document, then they can use it. But it is very unlikely that in a day we post anything manual in a large quantity. It is one of cases. Okay. Otherwise, it is always mass processing because the entire system is built for the mass processing in ISU or telecom, any other system, where everything will happen in large numbers and mostly in background. So most probably it's a reconciliation key. We don't have to create, system will create. That's about it. Now, we have seen how to post a document directly into FICA. That's one scenario. Basically, to understand the nature of account determination, posting, transferring data to financial accounting, that is fine. But let us see now from the business point of view. Okay. Now we are working in FICA in the ISU environment. It's a industry specific solution for utility. So in such case, there are generic processes in ISU which will lead to invoice, and that invoice is posted, is saved. Automatically FICA document is created in the background. Okay. So we don't have to create the FICA document by ourselves. The system will automatically post a FICA document based on an invoice. Okay. Or I prepared a invoice in sales and distribution module. Okay. It can be like a sales order for supply of goods, or it can be like a sales order for service. Okay. In all these cases, the business process will happen. It will come to a stage of preparing invoice. When you prepare the invoice, again, a FICA document is posted automatically in the background. That means you don't have to post anything manually. Okay. So basically, whether you want to post the FICA document directly, or it can also come through business process. It depends on the activity what you're doing. Okay. So now let us customize SD invoice. Okay. How to process a SD invoice so that automatically FICA document is posted. Okay. Then we will also customize the minimum essentials in ISU so that a invoice can be prepared. Now these SD configurations and then the ISU configurations, they will be taken care by the logistics consultants. The FICA consultant will have to just integrate with the main transaction, sub-transaction, account determination. But the basic process configuration, we don't do. Like FICA consultant will not do it. That will be done by SD consultant or the ISU consultant. But here we'll have to do ourselves so that, we see how this invoice can be prepared and then posted into the FICA environment. Okay. So in that direction, we will first work on the SD invoice. After that, we'll do the ISU invoice so that we know three possibilities. The FICA document posted manually by ourselves for the invoice or the receivable, or it can be coming from sales and distribution, or it can be coming from ISU. Okay. So these we'll explore these two cases and see how the FICA document is posted. Now, in general SAP, when you're working where you have got standard account receivable, what would happen? There we will create a customer master. Okay, in sales and distribution, we create a customer master, and here we maintain or we create a customer master using XD01. Okay, that's the transaction code. We call it as full customer master. Full customer master means it has got general data, sales area data, and company code data. All the three data groups will be used. The sales area data is required for processing the SD transactions like order, delivery, billing. Okay. But when you prepare the invoice and then save it, it's going to post into financial accounting directly. That time, the customer number will become like an account. Okay. So usually you call this customer as a payer. Like in sales and distribution, when you create a customer, the customer can perform 4 roles. SP, sold to party, they can order. SH, they can receive the goods, that is a ship to party. BP, the bill to party to whom we can send the invoice. And also PY, the payer. That means the invoice will be prepared in the name of the payer, and the payer customer number is also by account by itself, which is a sub-ledger account. Okay. So every customer we create, standard customer, will also behave like a sub-ledger account. Okay. Naturally, when you are posting to sub-ledger account, you have to have the reconciliation key. Okay. So when you create the customer master in XD01, in the company code data, we maintain a reconciliation key. Okay. Reconciliation account, not key, sorry, reconciliation GL account. This GL account will be maintained in the customer master in the company code data. So whenever you are posting to customer account, parallelly, the amount can be posted to reconciliation GL account. That's the actual process. But here in the ISU perspective, when you create a business partner, okay, we also have the contact account created for the BP, and the corresponding to BP, the system can create a customer master. Okay, that means we have BP created first. Based on the BP, in the background, system can prepare a customer master record, but without the company code data, only general data and sales area data. Which means to say, whatever FICA we are using for posting the account, standard ISO contact account, the account can also be posted using the SD invoice. That means for sales and distribution invoice also, we are going to use the contact account for posting. And actually, you don't have to maintain any company code data for the customer reconciliation account. The reconciliation account will be determined here, okay? Because you are not maintaining the company code data, how will then the system post? Because whenever you post to contact account, there should be reconciliation account as well, okay? But we are not maintaining reconciliation account in the customer master. It is a reconciliation account of the contact account, which will be, we are basically using contact account maintained for the customer, which was created via BP, okay? So that contract account we are going to use for posting. Naturally, reconciliation account determination has to happen, okay? So there are two important settings here. One is the reconciliation account determination. This will happen through SD only, okay? In case of SD invoice, no account determination will happen in FICA, okay? All the account determinations will be done from the SD angle itself, okay? So the reconciliation account determination we will set up in the SD module. That's one part. And the revenue account determination also, we will do it in SD only. Using VKOA transaction, we set up the general, basically the revenue items, account determination, like price, discount, any freight is there, okay? Tax anyway, account determination happen through OB40. That is a direct FI account determination. So when you are posting SD invoice to FICA, account determination part, we don't have to do it in FICA. It will happen from SD only. But because you are posting a FICA document, there must be a main transaction and sub transaction defined, okay? So we'll have to still define a main transaction, sub transaction in FICA, but they will not be used as a basis for the account determination. They're only for recognizing that we are posting a SD invoice. Otherwise, the actual account determination happen through sales and distribution module only. Okay. So let's see how to do this. So step one, in the easy access, what we'll do, we'll create one BP, create a BP. After creating BP, we will also map the business partner as a customer. Okay. How to do it, we'll see. There are two ways of doing. Any one method can be used. So let us first go to create a business partner as it is, EFP-P1. By now we know how to create a BP. So we'll simply enter all the required data and then prepare the business partner. Now a business partner 227 has been created. Okay. Now in the existing system, we have already maintained one configuration whereby the customer master is created. But this customer, what is created in a particular sales area, so we have to adjust the sales area data for our customer. Okay. So basically here we created a BPS 227, but if I go to VD02, we can see a B customer also created for the particular BP. So FPP2, our particular business partner created is 227. Okay. our BP created is 227. We will see whether a customer is also created in the background. Okay. So if I go to VD02 and see whether any customer is created, customer sales area. So customer is already created here with a particular sales area. Okay. But this sales area is not ours. So what we have to do, we have to perform a sales area extension. This is one possibility. Or another way of doing it is, here it is the customer is created because of a client level setting what you have done in IMG. You have declared one dummy customer in IMG. Every time the BP is created, corresponding customer record is also created in sales and distribution. Okay. But we want to create for our own sales area. Okay. Rather than this customer also can be extended. How to do it? We will go to the customer what is created. This customer is created for basically, if you go to administrative data, this customer is created for account group 0001. Okay. So now I can go and extend this customer in the particular sales area. So for the particular sales area extension, we have to maintain one additional setting in sales and distribution that is called common distribution channels and common division. Okay. In earlier systems, like when you're working in 4.6 or 4.7, it used to happen automatically. But from ECC 5, it was not happening automatically. When you create the enterprise structure, we have to do it manually. But in the ECC 6 from enhancement package 7 and S4 HANA, it happens again. That means the common distribution channel, common division data is automatically set up. Okay. But in our case, it has not happened. We will do it. So go to sales and distribution, go to master data, define common distribution channels. Now our sales organization is 555, distribution channel is 50. So we will enter here 50. That means we will use 50 distribution channel to prepare the condition record for prices, etc. Also for maintaining the customer master and material master. Okay. So we are just entering the same distribution channel here in both the columns and then save it. Likewise, we have to maintain for common divisions. So go to define common divisions. So here our sales organization is 555. Enter the division 55 and then 55. Okay. Enter and then save it. So now here we have maintained divisions also and distribution channel also. Now we can use this particular information to create a customer. Okay. Now already customer has been created. We will extend it. So our account group is 0001. The customer is already created as 227, but we want to extend it to our sales area. What is the sales area? 555. If you select here, we are extending customer to this particular sales area. Okay. And pricing procedure, we are maintaining it as 1. Shipping, a shipping condition is maintained here like 01. Based on shipping condition, system will determine the shipping point. When you're doing delivery, shipping point will become the organizational unit in the plant, like a delivery department. That delivery department is the shipping point, which will be determined based on the shipping condition. Then you can also give a delivering plant, which is a default delivering plant as 551, and then partner functions. And here the customer is acting as a sold to party, bill to party, payer, and ship to party. Okay. But we are not maintaining any company code level data because the company code data is coming for the contract account. That means customer is 227. Whatever contract account you create for the BP 227 will also be the contract account for the customer. Okay. So you cannot use the account receivable and FICA account receivable in the same system. Either use FICA or standard account receivable. Since you're using FICA, we can use the account for even mapping the SD invoice. Okay. So now we have maintained the customer record here, which is required for our SD process, like creating sales order, delivery, billing. Okay. Now for the BP, what I created, I will create now contract account. Okay. So go to CA1. Our business partner is 227. And our contract account category here is 50. Okay. We will copy a template of data already maintained for another what you call the contract account. So 5101 is our contract account reference maintained. and then payment and taxes, dunning. So here we are given ID for account determination as 50. Okay, now save it. So now contract account 5105 has been created. Okay, so 227 is a BP, 227 is also customer, and for both BP and customer, we have got a contract account. The contract account is 5105. Okay, 5105. This is the initial master data what we have to maintain. Step 1. In step 2, we have to do some basic configuration for SD process. Like basically in the case of FICA, what we did is we entered the sub transaction value 3000, 2000 like that. Okay, that means we are actually entering the charges directly. But in case of SD, the charges will be determined based on the pricing calculation. Okay. In telecom application also, there will be billing line item determination. That means when you prepare a telecom invoice, based on the contract or the agreement, it will find out what items have to be billed or invoiced to the consumer. A determination will happen. Okay. In case of SD, what are the values you want to bill to the customer? They are determined as item-wise, information through the pricing procedure. So we have to maintain a pricing procedure for the sales area, and based on the pricing procedure, system can perform the pricing automatically. What price should be taken, what discount should be deducted, what freight can be added, what tax can be added. All these calculations will happen through a pricing procedure. Okay. So now we have to assign a pricing procedure. We have to assign a pricing procedure to our sales area, so that whenever you create any sales order or any document in sales area, the procedure is automatically determined. Okay. So now let's go and assign one pricing procedure. We have got a standard procedure RVAA01. That is a very flexible pricing procedure. You can use it for many situations. Okay. Here we are going to create a standard order, like a supply order, where we have material being sold to customer. You will have price, discount, tax, freight, any number of conditions you can use depending on the business requirement. So now we'll go to sales and distribution, select basic functions, and then pricing. We'll go to pricing, pricing control, define and assign pricing procedure. Okay, maintain pricing procedure. So here we have got a procedure which is defined by SAP. We can also create our own procedure, but we'll use the standard procedure just for understanding the concept. RVAA01. This is a very flexible standard procedure used in many businesses, or you can copy this and create your own procedure and make some adjustment. Okay. In the procedure, we have got various condition types like PR00 for price, then various discounts, okay, taxes, freight, all the condition types are available here. Okay. Now this procedure, I will assign it to my sales area. Okay. So go to define pricing procedure determination. Okay. Select it. Select the new entry. Our sales organization is 555 and our distribution channel is 50, and then our division is going to be 50. That is for 55 electricity. Document procedure is A. What is this document? I will explain you shortly. And in the customer master, you maintain procedure as 1. For this situation, system should automatically determine procedure as RVAA01. Okay. That means if you create any sales order in the sales area 555, 50, 55, and if the document what you're creating is having a document procedure as A, and the customer for whom you are creating the order is having an indicator as 1 pricing procedure, this procedure should come automatically. Okay. So now we will save it. So this is done. Now we have to go to next configuration, that is the reconciliation account determination. Okay. So we have assigned here 555 plus 50 plus 55. Okay. The procedure A, procedure 1, and our standard procedure RVAA01. Let me just check it once whether it is 555. 50 and then 55, correct. So this is okay, this we have done. Now, next configuration is to set up the account determination, reconciliation account determination, okay. After that, you have to do revenue account determination, okay. Step 3, set up reconciliation account determination. When you maintain customer master standard and maintain company code data, reconciliation account is already maintained. So you don't require in the case of regular SAP SD process. But here we are using contract account. So we have to derive the account determination. Set up the reconciliation account determination in SD. So for that, we'll go to next activity. It is also one of the basic function, account assignment and costing. Revenue account determination, okay, select the revenue account determination. Here we have to assign a procedure which is called account determination procedure to our business data. So assign the account determination procedure, okay. Here a procedure is available which is basically KOFI00 or other procedure. This is for billing document type. This is okay. We have to go to revenue account determination. Revenue account determination you do subsequently. First you will do reconciliation account determination, okay. Maintain the account determination procedure, assign the account determination procedure, okay. So what is the procedure we have to use? Let me find out. Yeah, now we are going to prepare a invoice which is document type EF2, okay. Like in FICA we defined document type, okay, for posting the FICA. In financial accounting we are having SA as a document for posting the accounting document. Likewise in SD we are going to create some documents like sales order, delivery, billing, okay. If you are going to use the standard document, the sales order we will create with the document type OR, okay. This is standard document. Based on this order we will be creating a delivery document which is document type ELF, and then we have got a billing document type which is basically EF2, okay. F2 is a document type we use for creating the invoice, okay. Now for this document type F2 we are assigning a procedure KOFIAP. This is a reconciliation account determination procedure, okay. This is a procedure we have to assign to the document type. Save it. This is already done. And then assign the GL accounts, okay. We have to now maintain the reconciliation account determination. Select it. Using the sales org distribution channel, we can select it. So here we have given for the particular sales area, which is AAA, okay. This is one previous example what we have done. Now we will do it for our sales organization distribution channel. Reconciliation account is 140030, okay. Now let us see whether this GL account is there in our company code. FS00, this is GL account. It is available, customer domestic receivable, okay. So it is already maintained in our company code because we copied initially our company code from 0001 company code, okay. So it's already there. So we'll select this particular line and then copy. VP is the account determination type application, reconciliation account determination, condition type KOAB, chart of account INT, our sales org is 555 and our distribution channel is 50, okay. So for this combination, the system will automatically determine the reconciliation account as 140030. That means here we are not bringing main transaction into the picture for the account determination, okay. Previously, when you are posting directly into FICA, we maintain the reconciliation account determination through main transaction and using the transaction code EK01, okay. But that is in the case of ISU, that is in the case of FICA directly, okay. But here the main transaction will not influence the account determination. It is rather done in the SD itself, okay. So now we are saving it. So our reconciliation account here is 140030, okay. So reconciliation account is 140030. Now we will set up the revenue account determination. Okay, step number 4, the revenue account determination. Now what is revenue account determination here? When you do pricing in the case of sales order, okay, we will have some condition values, okay, like you have got a price, discount, freight, tax, okay. Except the tax, whatever conditions we are using in the order, in the pricing calculation, each condition value is a revenue item. It is like a sub-transaction value, okay, and that we have to post to a revenue account determination, okay. So here we are not using any sub-transaction defined in FICA to do the account determination. We set up directly account determination in SD itself, okay. So we have to go to a transaction code VKOA. It is VKOA account determination. So if you go to the same menu, here we have got revenue account determination, okay. Define and assign account keys, assign the GL accounts, okay. You can determine the GL accounts. There are various criteria by which you can assign the GL account, but one of the method what you can use here is account key, okay. What is this account key? In the pricing procedure, against each condition type, we maintain a account key. So if I go to V/08 pricing procedure, our pricing procedure here is RV8801. In this procedure, we have got various condition types, okay. We have got price, we have got, discounts, various discounts. We have got freight, that is KF00, and tax, okay. So these are all available here. So each of these condition will have a account key. For example, if you take price, that is a basic price, it has got a account key ERL, okay. So if you find out any account determination for ERL, it means it is for the price, okay. Similarly, if you maintain any account determination for, let's say, ERS, that is for discount, okay. So all the GL accounts are there. We will assign them to our sales area, okay, or sales organization, okay. So now we'll go back to select the account key. Now here we have to just find out what account is already used here, because we are using chart of account INT. For the same chart of account INT for the account key, the GL account might have been assigned, okay. Otherwise you can create our own new GL account, but you can make use of existing GL accounts which are there in the chart of account. So let me go to selection by contents, account key, and basically the chart of account. Account key in ERL, in the chart of account INT, okay. Find out what is the GL account. It is 8 lakh, okay. 8 lakh is for price, okay, ERL. So whatever price is calculated in the pricing calculation, it will be posted using ERL, and the GL account is 8 lakh. Similarly, we go to selection by contents, ERS, that is the discount, okay, choose. It is 889000, okay, ERS 889000. And similarly, ERF, that is for freight, transportation charges, okay. Selection by contents and then ERF, okay. Select choose. It is 281100. 281100. These are the GL accounts which are required. Now we will just check whether these accounts are available in our company code, okay. So go to FS00. First you will check for 8 lakh. It is available. Then 281100, that is for freight, okay. 281100, it is also available. And then for discount 889000, 889000, it is also available. So straight away we can assign these GL accounts. So maintain the account determination here. New entry, application is V, KOFI is the condition type in the account determination procedure, which is assigned to billing document, okay. And then chart of account is INT, and our sales organization is 555. account key ERL, and the price is 850. Similarly, coffee, and then INT is the chart of account, 555 is the sales org, ERS is the account key for discount, and for discount it is 889000. Then again coffee, INT 555, ERF for the freight, and our account is 281100. 281100. So we have assigned 3 revenue accounts and then save it. Now what about the tax? Tax we don't have to do it from SD. It will be done directly in FI itself. So if you go to OB40, there you can check whether account determination is available. But that account determination is maintained in FI. That we have to integrate in SD, because in SD tax is calculated using a condition type MWST in the pricing procedure. So whatever is the rate of tax you have defined in FI, we have to integrate that information in the SD account determination. So first we will find out OB40, what is the GL account we have maintained for account key, that is MWS. Okay, MWS INT. So it is 1,75,000. Okay, it is 1,75,000. Now here we can define a tax code, and using the tax code we have to post in sales and distribution. Here, although account is maintained at the client level, we have to maintain the tax code and then assign it in sales and distribution. So let me first define one new tax code for sales and distribution. FTXP, country IN, 51 tax code, sales tax. Tax type is output tax because it is sales tax. Check ID. MWS 10% is the tax, and then save it. So 51 is my tax code. Okay. Now I will go to OB40 once again. Select MWS, chart of account INT. Change the rules. Okay. Tax code should be also recognized. Okay. Now save it. Yes. Now our tax code is 51 and GL account is 1,75,000. This is tax code 51, 1,75,000. This tax code what you maintained here should be integrated in SD condition record. Okay. So go to VK11. Condition type is MWST, tax condition type. Domestic taxes. Country India. Now customer tax classification is 1. That means customer is fully taxable. So if you select MWST here, MWST 1, okay, liable for taxes. Material is also fully taxable, that is full tax, and rate of tax is 10%, but you should not enter the rate here. You have to enter the tax code here, which is defined in FI. Automatically rate of tax will come. So if we enter 51, it will determine the rate of tax as 10%. That means you define the rate of tax in FI, but we are given the time period now. Starting from today, this rate of tax will be applicable 10% because of the tax code. Okay. So in future, if the new tax code is defined, we have to maintain the corresponding condition record. So the tax code is the source by which in SD system will come to know what is the rate of tax and from which date that is applicable. Okay. So here we have maintained the tax determination. So price determination, price account determination, the discount account determination, freight, and the tax. All the 4 we have maintained. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll create one material master for the particular sales area, and then we will enter some stock and then maintain some condition record. What is the price, discount, freight, and tax? Tax is already maintained. Then we will create a sales order, delivery, and billing, and see whether the account will be posted, FICA will be created. Now, I will create a standard material master, MM01. Industry sector, we can take utility or plant mechanical engineering. Material type, you can take it as the HAWA or finished goods. Okay, so FERT, finished goods. Basic data, sales data, plant data, and then accounting data. So these are required. Organization level, our plant is just delivery plant. Our delivery plant is 551. We'll select, and our sales organization is 55550. Okay. For this distribution chain and this plant, we are maintaining the data. Okay. Let's say 190 is a material. We'll give some description. Let's say transformer, 11 kV. Now division is important here because based on this only sales area will be determined, and we can give some weight here. Tax classification. Here we are going to maintain transportation group and loading group. Based on this loading group only, shipping point will be determined. Okay. Now, what is the price? Moving average price. Okay. So we will say the standard price is, let's say, 50,000 rupees. Okay. 50,000 rupees, and then save it. This is a cost price. 50,000 is the cost price. So now we are having material 190 created. Okay. Our material 190 created. The cost of the product is 50,000 when you manufacture. So let us maintain what is the selling price, basic price, any discount we are giving, and the freight. Okay. So let's go to prepare the condition records for the material 190. Okay. So go to VK11. Okay. That is PR00. Material with the release status. Sales log is 555. Distribution channel 50. And our material here is 190. Okay. Our selling price is 70,000 rupees for one piece, and then discount. Now suppose if the sales happen in this month, we are giving a discount of 5,000 rupees. Okay. So K004, material is 190, discount is 5,000 rupees, valid up to, let's say, 30th of November 2019 from today, and then save it. Now freight is also applicable, so we will go to KF00 based on the Incoterms. Incoterms is, let us say, CFR, and amount is 50 rupees per kg. Okay. So we'll make it as kilograms and then save it. So we have prepared the three condition records for price, discount, freight. Tax already you maintained as 10%. Okay. Now basic information is available here. Now we have to look into stock also. Let us maintain the stock and then finalize the main transaction, sub transaction in FICA. Okay. So that we can post a document into FICA. And what is the document type we are going to use for posting into FICA. Okay. Now to add the stock in this month, we have to see whether our company code is open for material stock posting. Okay. So if you go to OMS5, okay, that is company code opening periods for the posting periods. So if you see, our company code is 555. So 1998C. Actually what happened, initially when we were assigning a plant, that time itself we should have removed this, okay, manually adjusted, but we forgot. Okay. Now I cannot manually change it. the posting period in 1998 in the month of March. Okay, but we are in 2019 and the November month. Okay, so to keep on closing all the previous months and open the new months till you come to 1998, 2019 level. Okay, but had I not assigned the plant initially, and if I had done this assignment manually changed here, it would have worked. Okay, but now I cannot manually change. So what I will do, temporarily for time being, I will delete the assignment of the plant and then reset it and then reassign the plant. Okay, so if I go to enterprise structure and then assignment, logistic general, assign plant to company code. So we have got a plant here, company code. Company code is 555, plant is this. Okay, so we will select it and then delete and then save it. Come back, save it, come back. Now we'll go to OEM S5. Our company code is this. Now I will change it to current year of posting is 2019 and the period what you're posting is 11 November. Okay, and then save it. If the plant is assigned, we cannot change it manually. That's why I deleted the plant, then saved here. After that, I will go to enterprise structure and then reassign the plant to company code. So go to enterprise structure and then assignment, logistic general, assign the plant to company code. Our company code is 555 and our plant is 551 and then save it. Now, whenever you are adding any stock or removing the stock, a document is posted, which is called inventory document, like goods receipt and goods issue. Okay, but whenever you perform goods receipt or goods issue, also along with the inventory document, it will create a accounting document. That means automatically MMFI integration will come into picture. Thereby, the material management accounts will be determined. Okay, so for this, the system will use what is the valuation class from the material master and the particular transaction what you are performing. Based on that, it will do the account determination. Also using a valuation group code. Okay, the valuation group code is assigned to all the plants, same group code. So which means tomorrow, if you add stock in any one of the plant, the same set of account will be determined. Okay, but here we have to assign the valuation group code OMWD. Our plant valuation area is 551. Every plant is a valuation area and the valuation group code is 0001 and then save it. Now let us see whether we can add the stock or any other settings are required. So go to MB1C. Okay, here I'm entering the stock without any document. Like in actual business, there can be production order. Based on the production order, they enter the stock. Okay, they produce the product and then add it. But here you don't have any production order. I'm directly adding the stock. Okay, movement type is 561 and plant is 5551 and the storage location, it is, let's say, 0001. 0001 is a plant and material is 190. Quantity, let us say 20 pieces and then save it. Now stock is added to the plant. We have got 20 pieces available. We can use this for, basically delivery purpose. Okay, so now we have got the stock already available. We are going to sell, let us say, one piece to the customer based on the purchase order. Now finally we have to go to FICA as well and then set up the main transaction, sub transaction. I already defined one main transaction, sub transaction. We can use the same thing. What has been defined, we will see. Go to the financial accounting new, go to contract accounts receivable and payable, and then go to integration. Okay, now in the case of convergent invoicing telecom, you will have one additional control here called CI, convergent invoicing integration with there, but we don't have here because it's not a telecom system. But here we are selecting the sales and distribution. Define posting to FICA for customer account group. Okay, select it. That means which account group you are creating customer, and for that customer we are posting it to FICA. SDFICA account determination is happening. Okay, basically posting is happening. Now you already activated for the account group 0001. Basically our customer is created here as 0001, or sometimes we may create with 0003 payer. Okay, but when you create a customer through 0001, it is already acting as a payer. So we have marked it relevant for SDFICA posting. Okay, if you have created a customer using 0001, then SD invoice can be posted into FICA. We have activated. This is for sole to party. Okay, this is the first one. Define the main and sub transaction from SD information. Okay, that means based on the SD document, the system has to determine the main transaction and the sub transaction. Okay, now here our billing document type is EF2. That means we create order, delivery, billing, and billing document type is EF2. And in that, when you prepare the item, it is having item category as TAN. Okay, item category is an important control in SD document. Basically in SD document, there are three levels: header level, item level, schedule line. How item should be processed in sales order or delivery or billing, that is determined based on the item category. Okay, so in case of SD, when you create a billing document EF2, you will have a standard item category TAN. Okay, so our item category should be TAN in the billing document, and our billing document should be EF2. In that case, these are the main transactions, sub transaction. Okay, they will be derived. That means you prepare SD invoice. In SD invoice, these conditions prevail. Document type is EF2, item category is TAN. If this is so, then what is the main transaction, sub transaction to be used for posting the FICA document? That means these main transactions, sub transactions are defined in our basically what you call FICA, and we have integrated here. This is the integration between SD and FICA. Okay, if the billing document is created as F2 in the item category is TAN, automatically system should use a main transaction as 6000 and the sub transaction as 0020. And based on this, FICA document should be posted. Okay, we'll go and see the main transaction. Derive the document type from SD billing document data. Select here. So basically, F2 is the billing document. Based on this, AB is the FICA document. So we are integrating two places. Okay, one is if billing document type is EF2, TAN is the item category, then our main transaction is 6000 And based on EF2 document, we are saying corresponding FICA document is AB. Okay, so document type in FICA will be AB, and the main transaction sub transaction will be 6000 Okay, so let's go and see here the main transaction, sub transaction, and the document type. So go to contract accounts receivable and payable, basic functions, and then select the postings and documents, and then go to document, maintain document assignments, document type. Okay, here we got a document type as AB. Okay, AB is a document type, general document, and we got a number range 01. Suppose if you are preparing a single FICA document, number range is 01. Okay, so document type is already maintained. Now we will go to main transactions. Okay, so go to maintain main transaction. The main transaction here is defined as SAP has not given, I have defined it. Okay, so 6000 is the main transaction. Other receivables and credit memos. 6000 is other receivables and credit memos. And for 6000, we have maintained sub transaction application 6000 is the main transaction. So 20 is other receivable. If you are posting a credit memo in SD, then 10 will be the sub transaction. So 6020, 6010. These are the. Now this we have to assign it to our company code and division. Okay. So go to maintain transaction. Now maintain transaction for billing. I think I have already maintained it for one model company code A previous batch. We will see what we have done. A division is A1. Since a lot of data is there, I think it's searching for it. I should have not searched for division. I should have gone directly. Let's see. It'll take some time to, because a lot of data is there. That's why it is taking time to search. Now I'll just log in once again. To close that moving. Now let me go to once again IMG, then select here FICA. So go to financial accounting new, contract accounts receivable and payable, basic functions, postings and documents, document, assign, maintain document assignments, maintain transactions for ISU,